The Leah Clark. I see you have a microphone there.
I do.
Yes, indeed. We'll just,
Hi.
and what I'll do is I'll come down here and you'll pass it down and I'll hand this one to David here. And if you would just kind of give us a little bit of background at what you do, what you'd like to share during the panel.
Background of what I do. I'm a theater-based actress turned voice actress. My background is in music theater, and I was doing a musical when the director of said musical was also a voice actor in Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu, and he just talked about it, and I said, hey, I want to audition for that, and he got me a hookup, and I auditioned, and I did well, apparently. So yeah, I've done a lot of voice acting with Funimation since like '04, and then I graduated to writing and then directing, so that is my background.
So,
in that area.
04. You were 12 when you started at that point.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, do you guys mind if they take pictures at all?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. There was somebody who asked. There you go. Go ahead.
Well, what do I say?
Well, introduce yourself. Share a little bit about what you do. I know you talked a little bit about that at opening ceremonies, but also what you'd like to share here at this particular panel.
Okay. My name is Brooke Stevenson, but my pen name is Ogawa Buruku, which is basically just my first name in Japanese and then my first name in the Japanese pronunciation, so it's like Brooke. And anyway, I have been living in Japan for 11 years, and I've done all sorts of different things in the manga area and in storyboarding. I've done some storyboards for Jim Henson, actually. I've done manga assistant work for 2 different mangaka. I do a lot of translation work, so I've translated manga, and I'm currently translating an otome game, so you can like date sexy men, and I'm in charge of a certain, I can't actually talk about it, but you know, it's very hush-hush. But what else have I done? I've also done, I've been published by a little publisher in Japan, I've been published by an independent publisher in America, and now I'm just working freelance kind of on my own thing, and I have a webcomic called Fallen, which is basically magical girls on steroids. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot more rewarding, and I'm probably never going to work for anyone ever again in my life, because I'm just having so much fun coming to conventions and selling my books.
So 2 things. Can we confirm or deny that I'm in the game?
Yeah, you're the, there was a gay best friend.
That would be me.
Okay.
That would be me. That would be me.
Yeah.
And 2...
You're Pixie, the gay best friend.
That would be me, yes.
Okay.
And 2, you say magical girls on steroids, so,
yes.
so they have mustaches.
Yes, and also they have acne, and their legs are a little smaller than most girls, but they do really well at football.
Oh, good.
This is all lies, by the way. My story is not about... I do not think drugs are cool.
Right, drugs aren't cool.
No, drugs are not cool.
No.
Magic, not drugs.
Right, magic, not drugs.
Right.
Right, not the card game, because that's crack.
Hey, now.
I'm sorry. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. All right, let's meet our next guest here. No, I'm going to hand this one over to him in a second.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rachel Messer. I made a list so I don't forget, because I forget a lot of stuff. I started out as a theater major in Oklahoma, actually, and I was complaining to a friend that as a theater major we had 2 options. We could go into film, which really I needed to move to LA for, or we could go into theater, which only plays if you're in New York. And he said, what about voice acting? And here I am. I started out with small indie projects. I was really lucky in my first year of voice acting to get auditions with Funimation and do some stuff with them. Since then, I've moved into kind of independent video games and animations. I'm in a series called Midnight Mares, so if there's any My Little Pony fans out there, it's for the same target audience. If you Google it, it's pretty cool. It's kind of My Little Pony, but for teenagers, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm in Prince Adventures with Chuck Huber and everybody. And what else? See, this is why I have my list. There's a little anime series coming out of Italy, and it's called Devil's Legacy, and I play the lead in that, and that's really all I can say about that right now. But I am also working with the company on some video games that that creator is doing. And then Heroes of New Earth, if anyone has played Yandere Sim or looked at it, I am the mean teacher from that. And let's see, there's an Xbox game called Wormhole City, Wii U game called Anima, and Wild Season, and those are some of the big games that I've been in.
All right, so we're very excited. Again, are we your first convention?
I've actually spoken at New York Comic Con, Tulsa, Wizard World, a couple others, but this is the first time that I've come here not promoting something. It's the first time a director has not paid me to go somewhere.
All right, so this, your first official gig. That's wonderful. Can we give her another round of applause for being new? Thank you for being new. You don't get a chance to do that tomorrow. You're just new today. All right. Hi, David.
Hi, Peter.
I'm the gay best friend, remember? So. All right. So, David, tell us a little bit about what you do and what you'd like to share with us here at the panel.
I'm a voice actor. I'm based out of Los Angeles, California, and I've been in the industry for 17 years now. So yes, I am old. But I started off in doing theater, the same. That's why the theater connection. I got my degree in journalism from University of Colorado and moved to New York City and did tons and tons of theater, lots of stand-up, lots of sketch comedy, and that's actually how I got my start into the world of voiceover in New York City. And some of the stuff that you can hear me in now, you can hear. I do characters in Bleach, Kill la Kill, Code Geass, Durarara, lots and lots and lots of video games. I'm sure. Were you all here for opening ceremonies? If you weren't, raise your hand. Okay. I'll tell you some of my major titles, yeah. Bleach, I do the role of Grimjow Jaggerjack. Kill la Kill, I do the role for Senketsu. Fate Zero, I'm Archer / Gilgamesh, which I just reprised my role in Unlimited Blade Works. A few video games that you'll know me from would be Blaze Blue as Jin Kisaragi, Robin in the Super Smash Brothers series, and Martial Law and Tekken, and many, many more. But I do voiceover acting. I'm a producer. I produce TV series that have been broadcast on the CBS affiliates in LA and in Seattle, and produced a whole bunch of other stuff. And I direct as well, and I teach voice acting, and I do on-camera stuff. So you can see me doing on-camera like guest star spots on like NCIS and The Mentalist and shows like that. So kind of a big pie.
So when you get those acting on NCIS and those, are you playing a heavy, a tough?
I always get cast as either military, a cop, or a bad guy.
Yeah. How often do you get to die? Because I mean, for those guys,
actually on the NCIS, I got to die.
That's
I
awesome.
get shot in the neck, and I don't know if you've ever worked with stage blood, either of you two. And it is the nastiest stuff that you're ever going to work with. It's so sticky and so gnarly. And the character that I was playing, I was Sergeant Eric Niles. And but it was a Halloween episode, and so I had been taking my daughter to a trick or treat, and I come in and I had been shot in the neck, and so I'm just covered in all of this crap. Oh, Sarah! And die. So, but yeah.
That one for
yes,
free.
I have had to die.
That's wonderful. Yeah, because if you're going to play an extra, you got to be the guy who dies.
Yes.
That's the best part. All right. Well, thank you very much. We'll look forward to hearing more about that. Gooey, sticky, red stuff out of your... Yeah. Speaking of gooey, sticky, red stuff, we're entering your world. At that point, Susan Lambton, ladies and gentlemen. We missed her earlier. You give her a round of applause. She missed her earlier.
Sorry I was late. I was selling books. I kind of forgot to come in here, and then someone wearing a Dead Heart shirt said, "Aren't you supposed to be in there at the panel?" I was like, "Well, yes, I think I am." So I'm here, but I'm a local author. I write a series. It is the Zombie Apocalypse. It's the Dead Heart series, but a little background. Since he said he went to the University of Colorado, went to the University of Oklahoma, and I graduated. Star Trek Next Generation came out. I was actually a bailiff at the courthouse. I saw Patrick Stewart was going to be Captain Picard. I loved Patrick Stewart. I sold my horses. I moved to Los Angeles. Within 6 months, I had a job at Paramount Pictures. I wrote a script for, I like Will Wheaton, right? He's a Kansas boy. Apparently, he wasn't really happy with the first season of the show, so I wrote a script and walked into the producer's office and said, "If you're looking for a good script for Will Wheaton, this is it." And I turned and walked out. And so they called the next day and said, "Well, you've got really big balls walking into my office like that without an appointment. Come back in. We want to meet you." And so then for the next 3 years, I would go in and do pitches. And so when you pitch, you go in and you talk give them 5 different ideas. Spend about an hour, and so I was the pitch girl and went in and hung out with the authors all the time, and eventually I did sell an episode, and it's called Family, and it's with Wesley Crusher meets his dad on the holodeck when he is 18 years old. And so that's my big claim to fame. But I eventually got a little bit worn out with Hollywood. It is not just a Shark Week. It is Shark World for writers. So, you know, enough of that. And I came back home, and so now I write full time. And I've got 2 other series that are getting ready to come out. And I have a nice little publisher, and I write all the time.
And
I write about zombies.
Family is one of my favorite episodes of that.
Family is?
Yeah, well, certainly one of my best Will Wheaton ones, because he gets a little weird after that.
Yeah, he
was born
does.
before that, but that's not his fault. He didn't write it.
It is.
All right. So yes, indeed, Susan Lambden, we're very excited to have you on board as well. So we have, no stand. That would be, what do you want, stands? Where you at? SDCC? What?
Sorry about that.
Just kidding. No, seriously though, we're going to pass this around, so just hang on to it. All right. So before we get started, does anybody have any questions?